Hey guys, Dave here. Today I want to show you how to use FigJam connectors within a FigJam design file. If you've ever worked with FigJam, you may have used the connectors and enjoy them, but find that they don't transfer over that smoothly over to Figma design files. But there is a way to use them in Figma design files so that you can have a single file that you share between your team members and your client with your client that would have your architecture document and your wireframes and your designs all as pages within the same design file. We found this compartmentalizes the information well. It makes it easier to pass around and share. So this would be an example of what a design file might look like. We've got our information architecture. We'd have a wireframe page, maybe a page for some assets that we drop into pages in our design. And this is an example of just a basic IA. We've got our home page, about, program, contact. These are all connected to show the visual representation. This represents our menu and kind of the information flow. And these are assets that come over from FigJam. You can't create them in the Figma design file directly. But FigJam, being built by Figma and off of their same fundamental architecture, utilizes the same backend. And you can copy these components into your Figma design file. So this is the same architecture I built in the FigJam initially. And I did this by using the notes. I like to use notes because you can add some formatted text within the block. It'll auto expand as you add more. And once you bind it all together, it makes for a nice, neat architecture without having to edit content and shapes. This makes for a much faster workflow. And if you're not familiar, there's hotkeys when you're moving these things around. You can copy and paste these, but you can drag these out, create new connectors, and you're quickly, prototyping your IA. So, in order to get this over into your Figma design file, you highlight it, right-click, and copy it. Go into your design file and delete all this just to show you. Right click, paste, and there it is. I've now pasted the IA from the FigJam over here. Now, once you've done this once, you don't want to have to do it again. You would love to just be able to work here, which you can. You can copy this. You can take this, copy, paste. And now this item, you can move its connector. And there you go, you've expanded your IA. Now that, to me, is a little bit of a tedious step. So one way to streamline that is to use a little plugin called Give Me FigJam Connectors. You can find it under the plugin section, search for connector. This little connector copies and pastes for you. And the way it does that is, first you select your source, and then you call it setting. So I've highlighted one of these connectors, and I go to the plugin and I hit set. You can also do it from up here, run, set. Okay. Now, I'm going to copy my note. I want to make a subsection for this. I select the two that you want to connect with the connector, right click, plugin, give me, add a connector. Once that connector is made, you can change the position. So if I wanted to have multiple pages here, I might do this multiple times. Now, this little menu is tedious for me. So what they give you is the ability to use a hotkey. The hotkey on a Windows or non-Mac is Control-Alt-P. Again, this is working by using a source and copying it. If you delete your source, which was this one for me, and try to do this again, it should bark at me that my source is missing. Connector source missing. All that means is that you deleted your origin, or your original. Set a new source, and you're off to the races. Now what you can do is take one of these lines and drop it into a page like this, where you've got assets being stored for your design work. Set this as your source. It doesn't have to be on the same page as what you're working on. And now you can rest assured that deleting any of these is not going to affect Control Alt P. Oops. Not sure why that wasn't working with the hotkey. Let's see if the hotkey works this time. Yeah. I don't know if it didn't like the hotkey in sequence or what. Not run into that before, but the hotkey worked the second time. So we've been using this now for 4 or 5 projects, and it's really streamlined the workflow. It's allowed us to get rid of FigJam, pretty much, unless we're just fiddling around with some whiteboarding. This was one of the biggest things we were using it for, was this. And now when we're sharing the document, we've got it all in one place. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Let me know how you like it, and if you have any improvements, definitely like the video and follow the channel if you want to see more. Thanks, guys. Take care.